I'm Adam, I'm 27 and I'm a primary school teacher. I'm a BSAC sports diver. I'm currently progressing through my dive leader. I have a few qualificatory dives to do. I've done all my lessons, but with dive leader, more's expected of you, so you do more lessons or outside sessions where you have to lead a dive, where you have to progress your depth. So I have a few more of those to do, but I'm a BSAC sports diver currently, which means I'm qualified to dive to 35 metres. I qualified 3 years ago. I joined when I was 17, stopped whilst I was at university, and then came back once I'd it's hard to dive sometimes on a university budget. The university I was at didn't really have that as a system, so I had to stop diving for a bit, came back and then qualified my sport diver within the year. I find ocean diver is just kind of understanding, you know what you're talking about, you understand how the kit works, you understand what you're doing in the water. I think that the sport diver is a real kind of independent diver, if that makes sense. So, knowing what you're doing, even more being able to buddy up, being able to maybe lead a few more dives, and a lot more sea-based diving as well. My best UK diving has been in the Isle of Man. We did a couple of dives around the Carthage Man. One of them was called the Burrow, and it just had like everything you could imagine to tick off. Dogfish as soon as we entered the water, big lobsters, cuckoo wrasse, and then we turned around the bend and saw a wall 10 metres high and 30 metres across, covered in jewel anemones, every colour. It looked like it had been painted. It was the textbook beautiful coastal dive. So that's going to stick in my memory. And abroad diving, it has to be diving with manta rays off the coast of the Azores on the seamount. It's a long way out. It's a few hours out from the coast because they're just in the middle of nowhere. It's a seamount that comes up from a few thousand feet. But as soon as you're there and you realise that they're there with you because they want to be there, and you've just never seen anything as huge and graceful at the same time. I'm planning to qualify as a dive leader, which will then mean that I can qualify and become a full instructor. I'm currently an assistant instructor, so I can help out in the pool, I can help out as kind of like a teaching assistant and outside sessions, and I can cover theory lessons. But I would like to be an instructor so that I can give more back to the club, I can help people more independently, and I can do out open water stuff and sea-based work. I'm organising a trip to North Kerris in Cornwall this year. I will be planning longer term to do Scapa Flow, which is a huge sort of series of wrecks up in the top end of Scotland, and I'd like to do the Red Sea and dive the Thistlegorm. I think when I was starting off in diving, I was only really interested in marine life, but then the more I got into my diving, I've started enjoying wrecks because you get two for the price of one. You get to explore the wrecks, and then they also a lot of the time become their own little version of a reef. So you get the fish, and you get the marine life, and you get the wreck. So two for the price of one's great. Diving for me is unlike any other hobby. Some hobbies you are more physical and you learn about them in the theory, but it's not theory as such, you're just kind of understanding what you're doing a bit more. With diving, you have to understand the theory of what you're doing, otherwise you can make some big mistakes and hurt yourself. So you can progress in the theory and learn more about the theory if that's the kind of diver you want to be. If you want to be into more of the physical stuff, you can get more into that, and you can dive deeper, or you can dive more technical, or you can dive longer dives or in currents, or you can dive, you can dive things like swim throughs, and we do things like the stick challenge. We dive caves, although it's not a BSAC qualified thing, it's its own entity, cave diving. So you can do the more physical stuff. You've got the social side of it. We're always a social club. We meet every Wednesday. So you've got all the strands, you've got the physical side, you've got the intellectual side, you've got the social side, and they just all come together in diving. So for me, that's what makes it unique as a sport.